Hi, hello, my name is Gomer Joseph. I hope you've all been having a great day so far. Welcome back to another True Come Tuesdays video. If you are new, I welcome you. Today, I'll be discussing the bizarre case of Carlee Russell. I knew that I would end up covering this case eventually. Of course, I would have covered this case when the events occurred, but when this was all happening, not all of the information came out. And there are still questions that I have to this day. But when these events occurred, my main focus was to shed light on the cases that actually needed exposure. And as I discuss Carlee's case, you'll see that she received more coverage than she needed or deserved. Now, I encourage y'all to do your own research with this case and not just look at my video for all of the information. Here we go. Carlee was born as Califia Russell, but she went by Carlee. And I believe that she was born on July 22nd of 1997 to parents Carlos and Talitha Russell. Now, growing up, it seemed like Carlee had a happy childhood. She had a good relationship with her parents. She was known to be intelligent. She did well in school. And after, going to high school, she went to college to study psychology and got a bachelor's in it. But sometime after getting her bachelor's in psychology, she decided to pursue nursing. So she enrolled in nursing school. But while she was in nursing school, she worked at a spa while, studying. And for some time, I don't know how long they were dating, she met this guy named Tamar Simmons. And again, I don't know how long these two were together, but I am unsure if she was with him when she vanished. But maybe they were still together because, from what I gathered, they went on this trip to New York City a couple of weeks before she disappeared. On July 13th of 2023, Carlee, who is living in Hoover, Alabama at this time, calls 911 late at night. She claimed that she saw this toddler roaming on the side of the highway, and this highway was I-459. As she was on the phone with the 911 operator, she claimed that she stopped her car to go ahead and check on the baby. She was on the phone with 911 for like about 2 minutes. Then afterwards, she called a family member. And I'm going to go ahead and assume that she was just pretty much telling the family member the same thing that she told this 911 operator. But in between her calling this family member lost contact of Carlee after hearing Carlee scream. 5 minutes after the 911 call was made, the police arrived and they did see Carlee's car with her belongings inside, but did not see Carlee at all. Now, Carlee, she was just nowhere to be found, and her family, can't find her anywhere. They know that she made this call to 911 about this toddler on the highway, and they were just thinking the worst, so they report Carlee missing. And after, Carlee is missing, they are just overwhelmed with worry. Not only were cops looking for Carlee, but so were volunteers. Her story made waves on social media and even onto the news media because of how big this story was on social media. After hearing about Carlee's initial account, people like myself, countless people, were troubled by Carlee's disappearance, since the story was that she was pretty much taken while she was trying to go ahead and help this stray baby on the road. While, people were looking for her, they were able to go ahead and raise the funds for the reward money, which was $50,000. And during these 2 days, people were bent on trying to go ahead and locate Carlee. A couple of days later, on July 15th of 2023, Carlee was found alive. Now, when I heard that Carlee was, found alive, I just thought, well, of course, she went missing and God did answer my prayers. She was found safe, no harm came to her, but not only did God answer the prayer of, helping her to be found safe, but the Lord shed a light on a few other things. For those of you who usually watch my videos, you know that I do pray for the victims I pray that they would get justice, and I do pray that if a victim is missing, I do pray that God would give the family the answers as to where they have been located. But when Carlee was found, we had no idea what we were in store for. When Carlee was found, she actually returned home on foot. The police were informed of her return. Carlee was admitted to the hospital to be checked up on, and it seemed like everything was clear. Then the police hear Carlee's accounts of what happened to her those 2 days that she went missing. What Carlee told the police, of course, she saw the baby on the highway, but when she checked on the baby, and I'm gonna try to go ahead and not laugh as I just go through this entire account. So please forgive me if I'm just, out of it while talking about her side of the story. Carlee claims Carlee claimed that a man came out of the woods mumbling that he was checking up on the child. And then after this random man just mumbles after this man just mumbles, he grabs Carlee into his car, and according to Carlee, when she was in the car, there was a woman inside of the car with him. But the thing is that Carlee somehow escaped the first time, but she wasn't fast enough to go ahead and outrun her captors. So for a moment, she was, out of the car, but then the captors caught up to her and put her back inside of the car. Then she was driven to this unknown location blindfolded. And during this time, she was just fed cheese crackers, and then after being fed cheese crackers in this undisclosed location, she is put back into a car. But while she's in the car, she is able to somehow escape and outrun her captors when she was only fed cheese crackers. Because that's the thing, like, if you were unable to escape the first time well fed, how in the world are you able to escape the second time and you're not really fed at all? But that's what Carlee was saying, that she was able to outrun her captors despite being fed only cheese crackers. And when she escaped her captors, she ran into the woods and made it back home. The police looked into her story, and they were getting ready to make an arrest. Now, at this time, we didn't really know the, Carlee side of the story. All we knew was that she was found and that the details of her disappearance were, pretty much hush-hush. So while the police were ready to make an arrest, they certainly didn't arrest who we thought they would arrest, and they certainly didn't arrest who Carlee expected that they would arrest. Before making an arrest, the police would retrace Carlee's steps. Before she vanished, it was found that Carlee searched online about how much it would cost to pay for an Amber Alert, and I didn't even know that you even had to pay for an Amber Alert. She also would search how to take money from a register without getting caught. She bought bus tickets to Nashville and watched the movie Taken, which I still personally haven't had the chance to watch. Like, isn't there like 2 other Taken movies after the first one? Let me know in the comments. Since Carlee and Carlee's lawyer were aware, they were becoming aware that the police were beginning to give her the side eye, Carlee would eventually admit to wasting all of the police resources and taking advantage of the public sympathy towards her by lying. She lied about the baby. There was no baby. She lied about the kidnapping. There was no kidnapping. She just up and left and lied. Like I said before, the police were ready to make an arrest, and they did make their arrest, because by July 28th of 2023, Carlee was arrested and charged for foolishly lying to the police. Now, when news came about that Carlee lied about this entire thing, there were plenty of rumors. I believe like The two main ones was that she wanted to really get revenge on her boyfriend because he cheated, but her boyfriend or ex-boyfriend denied that he ever cheated on her. And of course, people were just wondering if Carlee had some sort of mental illness, but at least according to what I know, according to what I've researched, I haven't seen her being diagnosed with a mental illness. Later on, Carlee did plead guilty, and she did receive some sort of punishment. She was forced to go ahead and pay $17,000. She was sentenced to 12 months of probation, and was ordered to do community service and attend mandatory counseling. And now, me personally, I honestly do believe that she, should have done some sort of jail time for lying, because this is something extremely serious to be lying about, and I'm gonna go ahead and discuss that further later on. But since she's not gonna serve jail time, I guess that she'll pay with the public knowing what she did and what sort of deceitful person she is. Now, I don't know if she's still studying nursing. I'm pretty sure that patients who know about her story would want a nurse that they could actually trust. As we can all see, Carlee was never in any sort of danger. Despite how reckless her actions were, I truly am thankful that it really wasn't as serious as she made it out to be. But of course, her actions absolutely frustrated me, because there are just tons of missing people out there who don't even get the portion of news coverage that she received, especially as a Black woman. Carlee Russell should honestly be ashamed of herself for allowing all of the attention to be placed on her, when all of that attention should have been placed on all of the other missing people out there who are in danger, who should have exposure for their cases. I do pray that Carlee would repent of her sins and trust in Jesus Christ alone to save her. That way God can have mercy on her soul, and that way she could truly understand the sort of damage her actions caused. I thank you all for taking the time in your day to watch this video. If you did like this video, please feel free to hit the like button. If you have any thoughts on this case at all, please leave your thoughts in the comment section below. If you'd like to see more videos from me, please feel free to subscribe and click the bell to be notified about the next video. If there is a certain true crime case that you would like me to cover, go ahead and let me know. I will see y'all for next True Crime Tuesdays, and I will talk to y'all later.